turning down the volume on 100,000 booing fans is not going to make your TV audience like Roman Reigns anymore. What's up, Internet? My name is Attack Slug, and welcome back to my 2K16 MyCareer Let's Play Ebenezer's Revenge for the PS4 on a fine Monday morning, or actually afternoon for me, evening for you guys. Yeah, so lots of Mania thoughts, but let's get into this Rock match here and get it started, get it going here. Why is it opening in the card? I don't know. I'm the world champion. He's The Rock. Why is it opening the card? Who knows? Who cares? Actually, no. This is who cares. Look, look, look. You can't hit L1 to turn on or off the entrance. Therefore, I am going to get assaulted by somebody. Let's find out who. That was a hot tip from the comment section, that if you can't turn off or on entrances, then you're going to get attacked before your match. So anyway, yeah, Sunday was a long day. Like, holy shit. That show went 45 minutes over the scheduled time, and it was a 6-hour show. So they apparently cut the post-show stuff, and I can't believe they did it. They actually went through with it. They actually had the show end with Triple H and Roman Reigns. Like, I cannot believe they went through with that and had the crowd booing him out of the damn building. From people that I know who were there, they said it was pretty damn loud. If you're watching it on the network, it was turned down. Like, you could literally hear them turning it down. Uh-oh. That's not cool, Brock. That's not cool, boy. I reckon you shouldn't have done that. He's just a boy. Yeah, so I'm just going to kind of have various thoughts here in this video. I'm not going to run down the whole... Where'd the belt go? I'm not going to run down the whole show, because like I typically don't do reaction videos. In terms of my, my predictions, I got about half right, which, I got them all right at the Rumble, so that kind of, I was like, well, I didn't quite do so good here at WrestleMania. So anyway, I'd say overall I did enjoy the show, but obviously ending it with what they ended it with certainly leaves a sour taste in the fans' mouths as they go home. It's not the best thing in the world, and they went with the most obvious direction, which is to, have Roman Reigns go over and be your 3-time world champion. So, the real question, that it is, Raw's tonight. And the one thing we know about Raw is that's the hottest crowd of the year. So, that should be interesting with your new champion, Roman Reigns. Uh-oh, Renee Young. Yeah. Does Brock finally want his rematch? He just kind of spent a month not caring about it, and then wants his belt back.
He interrupted your match tonight to ambush you.
I was going to fight The Rock.
Thoughts you want to share on that?
Your thoughts. It's all part of the business. It's all part of the business.
Hey, this is all part of the business. People are going to try and take what I got.
Yeah, that's a face answer, right?
To go to battle again. I hold my ground every time I step into that.
I see that boy.
He's in for a big surprise, I'll tell you that much.
Big surprise. So yeah, where else? Let's see. Oh, I guess we're gonna confirm this rivalry here, so I can lose the belt to Brock at the pay-per-view. I'm fired up for this.
The chance to clash with him is getting me
fired up.
I know he'll bring the fight to me, but I don't know if he's ready for the fight I'm going to bring back to him. I'm serious about this. I'm
serious, bro. Woo, woo, woo. Alright, let's see what the next match is before I get into more of this Mania discussion stuff, and all that good stuff. Let's see what they got us doing at SmackDown here. This SmackDown. Know your role and shut your mouth. Oh, hey, Brock Lesnar wants my belt. Maybe I'll just give it to him. I was going to give it to Cena, and that was a clusterfuck. And once again, Triple H mad at me for some reason. Like, I'm so favorable. But Triple H is like, nope, I want to fight you. I'm the gamer. So I guess we're going to do that. See, right there, entrance on, entrance off. But when you don't see it, you're going to get attacked. Alright, so let's start off with things that were actually surprises last night. Things that were actually shocking and surprising. Zack Ryder, your new Intercontinental Champion, winning that 7-man ladder match that I could have sworn would have been either Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn. I picked Sami Zayn. And Zack Ryder, like the one guy who was like a last-minute addition. You thought, well, no, there's no way Zack Ryder's gonna win that match. I would have picked Sin Cara over Zack Ryder. I would have picked Stardust over Zack Ryder. He was the bottom totem pole of that deal, and he won that match. He's your new IC champion, so good for him. Good for him. But Zack Ryder, you watch your damn back, because John Cena returned last night. So last time, you know, those guys were kind of in the same vicinity. Bad things happen to Zack Ryder, so you know, just watch out, Zack. Anyway, they put over Chris Jericho over AJ Styles. Why? Is that feud not over yet? Like, what could they possibly do with that? Like, the whole point when you're at the stage of your career that Chris Jericho is at is you put over the young guys. Chris Jericho put over Fandango, and he won't put over AJ Styles. Like, how much do they hate guys who came from TNA, I guess? I don't know. It's fucked up. Like, that should have been his moment. There's no reason to put over Chris Jericho at a Mania. It's not going to hurt his career any. He put over Dolph Ziggler, you know? It's not going to hurt him any. It's really not. So I don't know what possible reason. Perhaps he's going to hang out longer. But, you know, like, you want to establish your, you know, newish talent, and that would certainly include guys who are 38, like AJ Styles. Like, he can still put on great matches. Like, what are you doing? So yeah, and then so your Battle Royal winner, also kind of a surprise, Baron Corbin. And is this his call up from NXT, or is this going to be like a one-time thing? Is this like, we're going to put an NXT guy on this show because reasons? Because, you know, fucking why not? I don't know. That was weird. But yeah, so no Cesaro. Very disappointed at no Cesaro on this show. But speaking of returns that made no sense in that Battle Royal, Tatanka. Like, who didn't show up last minute that Tatanka was like, no, yeah, it's okay. I'll do it. I'll get in gear. Like, it's one thing for DDP, you know, who's done stuff like the Rumble, and, you know, we've seen him here and there. But Tatanka? And second of all, your celebrity entrant in the Battle Royal, further igniting a long-standing rivalry, was Shaq. That's right, Shaq. Shaq and the Big Show faced off, because fucking why wouldn't they? And all of a sudden I'm having flashbacks to WCW. Pedigree. So that was whatever. But yes, like, there was two guys who were rumored, and that was Baron Corbin and Tommy Dreamer. And we didn't get Dreamer, but we did get Shaq for some reason. Anyway, yeah, so I knew as soon as they started lowering the Hell in a Cell at like 9:30 that Shane was not going to win that. Like, my fantasy booking was to have that close the show. And then you have Shane win, and then you have this intrigue of, you know, what's going to happen on Raw. Like, I did not think they would literally have the audacity, the temerity to close the show with Roman Reigns as your world champion, and just that crowd booing the shit out of Roman Reigns. Like, goddamn. Like, you could literally hear them turn down the crowd audio, and you could hear the guys in the ring calling their spots a lot louder. But speaking of the guys in the ring, Triple H, once again, with his ridiculous He-Man, fucking Skeletor, whatever the fuck he does for his Mania entrance stuff, it was nuts. With, like, Stephanie had like a little speech, and they had a bunch of guys come out with these, like, skeleton mask things on, and that was to me WrestleMania. And then Roman Reigns, boring ass regular entrance. Like, what? Like, you don't give him a fancy entrance? could you, like, he got some pyro, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't as fancy as Triple H. He was like, he punched the stage, which was a giant star, and that was like a screen, and then he had a bunch of pyro, and then like the outside of the building pyro, you know, and like that's cool and all, but like other matches got out, like the Divas Championship, or I'm sorry, the Women's Championship officially unveiled, which, you know, they were, I was hearing Raw, but apparently, you know, Mania, that got pyro, that got outside, I think it did, outside the building pyro. So yeah, I don't really know how to feel overall on that show. Like, some of the stuff that just didn't make any sense, and like it felt like the matches were solid. Just a lot of the finishes didn't really make the most sense in the world as far as what you would do with those moving forward. Like, there was some stuff that made sense in retrospect, like when you had the New Day lose, so you could have the League of Nations talk shit, and that brings out Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold and Mick Foley to do their thing. That made sense, you know, on that show. But just a lot of stuff in there, like the finishes, didn't make the most sense, and I don't know. But just to let you guys know, went to the doctor today for my throat, and they were like, "Yeah, it's getting worse. We'll see you tomorrow." So I'm going back tomorrow to a different doctor, to a higher tier specialist. So my videos might be kind of fucked the next couple days. Just, you know, putting it out there. I got a bunch of stuff going on, so unfortunately, I can't make these videos any longer than I would like to. Believe me, I would like to, but I got a bunch more to get done, so that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Attack Slug, and I'll see you next time, right here on this channel, and I'm out.